And with that, hello and welcome to the 1v1 interview section of today's Riftshow, where today I have with myself the two beautiful, most courageous, and also most good-looking people, which you can only see one of right now, but that's because, technical difficulties. I have Zapta with me, and also Bertree. Hello, you guys. How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. What about you?
I'm doing just fine because I got the time to spend with you. How are you? And also, how is everything going? Who are you? If you could quickly introduce yourself to the people watching out there, that'd be great.
Sure. You can start, Bertree, if you want.
Okay. I'm Tim, aka Bertree. I'm the mid laner for Division. I've been playing competitive since season 9, on and off. That's about it.
Yeah. To me, I'm Zapto. I'm the jungler for Division. I turned 17 a few days ago, and now it's my second split in competitive. And also, most people call me OTPs, but that's wrong.
I don't know why they're doing that.
Okay.
For today's 1v1 for you today, we have a ARAM 1v1 duel where both of these contestants are going to find out who's the better of them in their team, who's going to be able to actually call themselves relevant in their roster and in their future game comps. And that's going to be decided in just a couple of minutes. We're going to see if they're also able to handle my interview question during that time. Let's see. All right, so without any further ado, let's just jump right into the first question. So Zapto, how is Div 3 like for you? I know you've played Div 4 in the past. What would you compare it to the experience that you have in this division?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's not that big of a difference. I think the biggest difference is that in Div 3, or like the 4 now, there were like a lot of for fun teams. Like there were like, I think 10, 12 groups, and like at least 4 teams in 4 teams of that were like for fun teams, and just friends hanging out and not tryharding as much. But in the 3, there's like I think there's every team is just trying and trying the hardest also. So I think that's the biggest difference. Gameplay wise, also a bit like more controlled games, but I think that's the biggest thing.
And would you agree to that statement, Bertree, or do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I didn't play Div, so I don't have that for comparison, but I definitely feel like the league is very try-hard and control games definitely rewarded.
If you could compare it to your last place that you played to, I know you've played with Munster Rugby and London Esports. Would you compare it somewhat like that to what you're playing now?
Yeah, I think it's a similar level and vibe from UK compared to Div 3 Prime League.
All right, Zapto. So coming into this split of Prime League, of course, you're having the big group. And you have some very tough people to play against. What are your goals coming into the split? Is it just, you're trying to improve and trying to get more of an educational split in? Or are you saying, if it's not going to be first or second place, this is not what we thought of?
To be honest, I think with this roster we have, I think it's one of the strongest rosters. Just like individual, I think everyone here is really, really insane in my team. So I think they should be reachable, I hope. But you never know, I think. Like, there can a lot of stuff happen that shouldn't happen. You can play with subs, a team can have a PC or whatever. So I think it's really hard to predict, but I think if everything should go smooth, I think playoffs should be fine.
And now for you, Bertree, I know you have been playing in the UK scenes, like you've said before, and you've... something I want to mostly ask you about is the time back then when you were playing on Phelan, because of course that was, let's say, a very interesting time for you, because you've played with people like Jack Spectre, like Dragain. How would you compare yourself in the level of play that you've since then had with those people coming into the present now?
Well, those players who I believe are playing Div 1 were less experienced back in the day. And although they've moved on to, I guess, higher prospects, I've had to go through a role swap to mid lane from top lane. So I think taking a slightly different route in that sense. And as such, I'm a bit slower in moving up leagues.
I think that's a very good point to look at. Now, Septo, now coming into the split again, you've said already that just looking at the players, you have a very strong roster coming in. If you now look at the jungle role and compare yourself to all of the other junglers coming into the group, how would you compare yourself in comparison to all of these players like Striker, for example?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think I don't know every jungle, to be fair. Like, I didn't look that much into it. Like, a bit obviously. But also I know that some junglers have like 3 years experience and done the same thing than me. And I think then it's really like, you know, you get a challenge. Like, you go prepared into it, and you just know that guy has 3 years of experience, peak challenge and stuff, and you know it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. I think then it's, I don't know. Like, I think it can be really hard because, like, for me, I'm pretty young, I'd say, and I think then it's really.
Ooh.
I had to focus on both. It's really, really hard.
That's the point of all of this. So, of course, first game goes to Bear Tree. Let's head over to the second game. All right, and so with that, everything set, we're gonna jump into game number 2 this time. It's not gonna be Lee Sin versus Lee Sin. Why did you pick Irelia, Zapdo? Why did you pick Draven, Bear Tree? What's going on here?
I'm secret Aurelia TP. I got challenger account in Korea, rank 1, so I think I'm gonna stomp this.
And
Good.
I just enjoy playing
Bear Tree, did he just drop an L?
now.
No? Okay.
You're gonna lose. Okay, you're going Triad Guardian item.
All right, so the minions have spawned. Let's jump into the first question of this 1v1 session. Bear Tree, of course there's a very big question coming into the beginning of the split. Why come to Prime League? What aspect of Prime League made you switch regions?
Well, I don't think there's anything in particular that made Prime League the decision, but I did just want to try some different regions since I've been playing in UK. Oh my god.
You
That's how I felt.
you could just go on with answering the question for now.
I've just been playing UK my entire competitive experience, and notoriously the organizations and salaries are not the best. So I wanted to try elsewhere.
All right, that's a fairly good answer. So we're good with this. Let's just jump into game 3.
A loser.
To the third match. Both of these players already won 1, so let's see who can come out on top. And we'll start off by asking the next question to you, Bear Tree. So, who do you think in your group, which one of those mid laners is someone that you look up to, that you look forward to playing against coming into the next couple of matches?
I don't know who I'm playing next couple of matches. Not
All
familiar.
random.
All right.
That's not what I'm saying, but I am not familiar with any of them, actually. The one I am familiar with is One, and that's because he also played on Monster just after me, I believe. So it's quite fun having him in the same league.
I'm looking forward to that now as well. Holy good. Zapdo.
Yeah.
Which team are you most excited to play against coming into the next couple of matches?
No, I do have a favorite team or whatever, or like a team I'm looking forward to play. But actually there are 2 matches. But I think I kinda want to play against Wacker Gaming, or like I'm most excited for that, because I'm not sure if I can even leak this, but I tried it against this, like in in-houses against the jungler from Wacker. Games went pretty fun. I'm not gonna say more though. It was really fun.
All right.
I'm
Won't
gonna
speak.
look forward for that the most.
Won't speak. You're gonna be in big trouble. You don't want to be in big trouble. I get that. So, and then also, what are your goals for the split, Bear Tree? When you're looking coming into this split, are you also just looking to shit stomp everything, go out on first place and advance to Division 2?
Coming in first is already a good goal, but what I most want to achieve is just a split with a solid performance in every game, because I've had pretty good splits before, but I've never been super consistent and I guess reliable, and that's something I want to achieve from the split.
That's also something I'm looking forward to actually see people develop coming into this split of Prime League. And another question for you, Bertree, would be your match against KIT. If you could give me a little bit of your thoughts about how the match went, and if you are okay with the performance that you showed in that match.
I think game 1, I was pretty happy with that performance. I think we controlled the map pretty well. And personally, I made pretty good movements. I was useful with my prio and even got a couple of solo kills in that game. But game 2, I think I was not happy with the pick I chose for myself. And I think that was part of the reason the game was so hard for us.
Would you agree with that, Septo? Are those your same thoughts?
Kind of. I've had like, first game was just kind of in slump. We just played way more control, and I felt like draft was a bit hard. Like, if they played it right, I think draft was hard. But I think second game, I think we just picked like Quadra AP against Mundo. That was just, I think, the biggest thing. But I don't know. I think gameplay it wasn't even that bad, and we also had to play with sub top lane, so that just makes it a bit harder. But that was for sure not the main problem.
And of course, coming into the next week, of course, the match that you're gonna have to go up against is... Wait, I need to look this up because... Next week, you have to play against ECF. So, Bertree, what are your expectations coming into that? As you get the win.
Next question. I haven't even looked at these guys up.
Okay.
Maybe I'll stop though.
Don't matter. They don't matter. Okay, so without any further ado, let's just get to the last question before we head out of this match and give Bertree the trophy he deserves, okay? Zapdo, why not Moltres or Articuno?
Why what?
Why not Moltres or Articuno? Why not Lavados or
dude. I'm just gonna pretend I heard this joke for the first time in my life.
And now, with everything said and done, we are done with today's 1v1 ARAM interview. Both of you guys, you played it well, you played it fantastically, but still, Bertree still came out on top. If both of you guys still want to give some last words to some people out there watching, to your former teammates, to sponsors, you can do that right now. Bertree, you can go ahead and be the first one, as a winner.
Don't have much to say except Zapdo, Punchy, I remember you stealing my Panther scrims. I haven't forgotten.
True that. I remember that also.
Septo, your turn.
Yeah. I think there's not much to say. Just like thank you to everyone who makes Twitter drama. I really enjoy reading that. It's the most fun thing you can ever do. Also to my former teammates, I don't know. I just love everyone I played with and I scrimmed with.
All right then. With all of that said, thank you so much for watching this segment. I hope you enjoyed it. With that, we'll head over right back to our host and our lovely guests.